Okay, let's continue. We were on our way to downtown.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Hang on, my mic is causing problems. Alright. The guy needs to pee again, like he always does. Maybe he still has some blood left in him. Go ahead. Let's go. I know you want it. Oh, come on. Nothing to see here, dude. Oh, please. You too? Alright, forget it.
Hop in.
Hop in. I'm hopping. Downtown. So we could go to LaCroix as well. But what for? We don't really have what he wants, and more important, we don't even like him. So let's go to the Empire Arms Hotel. We could also check on Venus, but she probably has a small amount of money. But I think it's not really worth it. Yet, at least. So here's a nocturne theater, but we need to enter through the sewers. No, all we need is a sewer entrance. Oh, I know where one is. Right in here. Isn't it? Yeah. So this time we really need to be careful not to get seen. We are at 5. Confession. And the Nocturne Theater is 3. This means we need to go to B. Entrance B. T. This is locked. And this is B. Well, I don't have the stats for the stealth missions, but I think 3 in stealth should be enough. And well, we can always use Night Wisp Ravens if it gets too difficult, too hairy. We can already hear steps. Oops. So we need a little patience here. Let's hear when he starts moving back. So yeah, let's pass some time. He's standing right in front of the door. Dum-de-dum. He's not moving away. Is he? Jesus, here he was away. Man, those steps were totally loud, and suddenly They just disappeared. Or weren't audible anymore, rather. You know what? Let's just keep that open. So that we can actually see what's going on here. What the? Man, don't make it so difficult. So we're looking for giant red eggs. There you go. So that was fairly easy, right? So far. Now what? Downtown. Oh, this is a Hollywood quest now. Alright. Net security folder. Activated through the network terminal, which is in the basement of the theater. Break a leg. Break a leg. Alright, so let's reach the basement. This looks nice. You know where we know this theater from? It's a theater from the introduction, from the intro. This is where your sire, the one who created you, gets killed by the sheriff. Where he gets beheaded with a sword. Yep. They reused everything, but it's understandable. Like I said, they were really in a hurry, like most companies and game developers are nowadays. It's really a shame what's happening with the gaming industry at some points. Not that everything was great, used to be great, but you know, things could be better. Alright, so this is the first part. And now let's do the second part. There should be a terminal somewhere. Whoa! He just spawned right there. I'm not sure about those sound effects. They're kind of misleading. Well, this door isn't existing. Just painted on. This looks good. Let's close this motherfucker. Okay. Camera. Netcam. Enabled. Awesome. Net security. Break a leg. ShrekNet. ShrekNet hub enabled. You're a regular James Bond. Check your email soon. I'll be in touch. Mitnick. Awesome. So how many points do we have now? We need 8 for some more appearance to make us more pretty, even more prettier than we are. A pretty boy. Look at us. Handsome gangrel on the prowl. Yeah, not really, but anyway. Yeah. Could also get a little better in brawling. At the later stages in the game, this will become more important, but I think I want to go with one more dot in appearance, just for the fun of it, because it's kind of what I'm doing right at the moment here. Like pretty protein gangrel. A strong and pretty protein gangrel. Something like that. And who is, well, not really that pretty, but, you know, a smooth talker. Alright, anyway, so appearance 8, we need 3 more points. And yeah, I don't know if that save cut me off, but I said we need to get out of here. Oh, can I get out of here? Nope. Is there anything of interest here? Jesus, oh, those doors. Aren't they lovely? Oh, this PC is turned off anyway. No one's here, no one's looking. Well, that went better than expected. But it's obviously easier when you know where you have to go and where to look. No, there's no fall damage. Even from that height. Amazing. The warrants. A little bit. So let's go back to our apartment once more. So as I've said, this is a mission which kinda guides you to all the areas one more time. Kind of a farewell tour, because you'll enter the last area soon, and it's really the last thing that you can do, or let's say at least the last thing that you can visit in each of those areas. No, we don't want to go to B. We just want to get out of here. C should be alright. Isn't that where we came from? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it was. So this should be Confession Club. Yep. There it is, our lovely red glowing club. And we're also full, thanks to the rats. Anything else we do need here in downtown? I don't think so. So let's head straight to Hollywood one more time, and then we can talk to Emalia. And oh yeah, wait, no, I need to go to Santa Monica one more time. So this is a little back and forth here, but it's bad. I wish there was more talking in the mission. So I mean, I get it. There are Nosferatu missions, so they have to be like that in a way. It's fitting to the clan, but you know, you're just running around, and I enjoy the conversations way more, or at least as a part of a whole mission. I like it. You know, a little fighting, a little talking, some decisions that you make, a little insight into vampire lore, and yeah, you know, all the good stuff.
Deb's back, and she's got a fresh cup of coffee ready to...
Infamous for being the location where popular 70s TV actor Frankie Sammy was found mysteriously bludgeoned to death with a marital aid. Religious tourists have been flocking in droves.
The clerk, one David Hatter, and another man shouting about something right before they had heard a scream from Hatter. Who did that? LaCroix Foundation, secure intranet. Look at that. The suckhead is gone. That's funny. Email. Nope, like this. Third network. Hub recon. Mitnick, three-eyed snake. Alright. Not a lot of time right now. Gotta make this quick. Metalhead Industries. That's the one where the other tape should be. Hollywood. Warehouse operation. Keys in your mailbox. Set up the hub. The terminal is in operations. Back of the warehouse. Top of some stairs. Probably locked electronically. Work the problem. They're gonna have tight security, but you gotta keep it dark. They can't know you were there. Same drill. See ya. So, did he specify where at Metalhead Industries it was? One data CD. Might be in Metalhead Industries. Alright. So, yeah, we do know the drill, indeed. Mailbox. And then we're off to Hollywood one more time. We will go and visit Emalia. We enter through the vandalized grave in the cemetery, right? Yeah, so soon we're entering the last area. But there's still a lot of stuff in between. There's not just, you know, you have the main quest, obviously, but things kinda evolve, if you will.
Where to?
There's still some missions in between there. It's not just one area that we have to clear. Away from here. Not yet. Hollywood. The precept is simple. Those who break the laws are slain. Yes. So this is all our resources, but Metalhead Industries should be here, right? There it is. But let's go to the cemetery first, as I've said. I mean, this part is a little... You have to do a lot of running, right? Or a lot of running back and forth. It's still like the rest of the Sewer and Warren vibe that surrounds Hollywood. You know, a lot of running that you have to do for all the missions here and fighting. Was it here? I'm not even sure anymore. Yeah. Wolves are universally feared. That they are. Werewolves have their own clans, by the way. They have their spin-offs, their own series, just like vampires. And they kinda have a lot of Native American stuff as a lore. But not only, of course. But yeah, there are evil ones as well. Like Shadow Dancers or something like that. Night Dancer, I forgot. But yeah, and they really hate vampires. They're all about fighting the worm, you know. And they basically think vampires are tainted by the worm, tainted creatures, by some entity that wants to destroy. It's basically like a shadow entity, I think, or maybe not, I don't know, to be honest. It's a dark entity, but wants to destroy everything and replace everything that is natural with technology and, you know, cities that push away nature and that kind of stuff. So it's not really the werewolf from, let's say, American Werewolf in London, but rather the werewolf from Wolfen. I think, if you know that werewolf movie. It's not Ginger Snaps or a movie like that. Oh, maybe it is. Ginger Snaps 3 is kinda like has that setting with Native American. So yeah, you always have that myth, but you also have that modern werewolf that has nothing to do with it and is just like a ferocious wild beast, a wild animal that just wants to destroy. By the way, the Ginger Snaps movies I really love. Werewolves in general are quite cool, I think.
You idiot! What were you thinking? You break in, kill her
Oh.
boyfriend, and then leave her breathing? Now security's so tight around her that you couldn't even give her a mean look. You should have just killed her.
But you told me not to kill her.
Whatever. You're useless. Get out of here. I've got to go find a nail file and start peeling off my face.
Lovely. So it did matter. Great. Well, at least that makes sense. That's fine with me. So I should have killed her, maybe. Yeah. It didn't set up botched up when I killed the guy. Alright. Whatever. What about our humanity? It's pretty low as well. Not good. Cool. Cool. Right. Awesome. That wasn't really worth it, right? Oh well, that's life. And Gary, by the way, cannot even be seen in here. He's not in his room anymore. Well, as I've said, at least he cannot be seen. So I guess today rats are served as a meal for the fancy dinner guests. Okay, so let's Mitnick thingy there and now. Vandalized. Why was the grave vandalized anyway? I barely touched it. I just like opened it and took a video out of it. And that's already a damage of $1,000, really? What did I do there? Oh well. You kinda have to see it metaphorically, I guess. They can only implement so many game mechanics, you know. You have to kinda read between the lines or something. The time of Sinblood. This time is said to presage the coming of Gehenna. Great. Alright, so let's enter here. Thin Bloods are a modern development. Okay. Let's save and hope for the best. There's a guy. And we cannot kill anyone. There's another guy. Well, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
Huh?
Nope. Jesus. Nah, there are two guys there. I don't like this one bit, my friend. Enough of that. Operations. This is not the room we should be in, by the way. Requires 4. Will rock your ass. Okay. Or is it? No, we need to go up some stairs. But we also need to look for the tape. Terminal is in operation, so it is. But no password? That's a terminal is in operations, which is on the 2nd floor of the warehouse. Well, that is annoying.
Hey, stop right there.
Oh, that was a really bad timing. Yeah, I think I'm really going to push this through, and I mean, I'm going to...
Freeze!
Holy hell! I'm going to reload this as often as it needs to happen. Was what I was going to say. Cannot open the door anymore? What the hell? I need to be... Oh, this is odd. I wonder where the tape is. Oh, damn. Are you kidding me? I cannot enter here? Oh, this is just great.
Who's there?
Yeah, the music's going. Okay, it has calmed down. One more save. I need a tape, guys. That is way more important than the Midnight quest, right? Net security. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we don't know any password, right? Metal. For those about to rock, we salute you. Save. Damn. This stinks. At 8. Is this even possible? Is this even doable? I don't know, man. No, let's look at the log again. We received instruction on how to activate the Hollywood hub for the Nosferatu network. You need to enter Metalhead Industries and activate the terminal. Mitnick said that the terminal is in operation, which is on the 2nd floor of the warehouse. It is very important. Yeah. No. Well, that's dumb. So this is difficulty 8. I don't think the tape is lying around here. I think it's in the safe probably. Right? Let's take a quick look. Up here maybe. I don't think we can get any further than that. No. Well, that's really stinks. We come out empty-handed once more. Operations. I don't know. I don't think that this will work, but failed. Let's just try hacking it. I mean, the password may be rock related or something, music related, who knows. But I'm not willing to try out different things now. At 4, well, I cannot reach 4, I guess. We're 2 wits plus 1, so we're stuck at 3. You know what? I'm willing to spend a point just to try if the bad thing actually works, and I can hack the computer as well. That would be odd, right? That's funny. Cod piece, great. Unlock. Door unlocked. Rock on. Oh well. That didn't really help. No, actually that didn't help at all. The door wasn't the problem. The computer was the problem. Damn. Oops. Didn't see him there. That stinkeroo. Oh. Yeah, it's at 8, so not a chance in the world that we're going to... No, it's 6. Safe is at 8. Still, way too high. Well, you know what? I'm going to reload and keep my points. This doesn't make any sense. So I guess this is really a true Nosferatu quest that you can only solve if you... yeah, we still have the points. That you can solve when you have the appropriate points in the right spots. He's still standing there. Oh, too bad. What a pity. Quite disappointing, this run. So let's lighten the mood and go to see something new and go
Need a
to
ride?
Chinatown. Yeah, just drive. let's see what Chinatown has to offer. And the meet the Eastern vampires. Though they are not quite vampires, right? That's what the guy said. The music is different as well. Interesting atmosphere. So let's see what we have here. The Red Dragon, the White Cloud, Temple of Golden Virtue, Chiki Maymay Ramen, Thanks Herbal Remedies, Food Syndicate, Bowers Imports, Golden Ocean's Fish Market, Lotus Blossom, Blaze, and Kamikaze Zen. Interesting. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey you! You want your fortune read? You give me $5, I give you secret Chinese enlightenment. Only stupid person not
I love that. So this is a kind of cliche guy, right? So this guy only I love what he says. Only stupid person not want to know future. That's true. If it would be only true that you can actually read the future. Are you calling me stupid?
Oh, you tough? You gonna beat up old man? Oh no, it's senior citizen boxing chap. Please don't break my other hip, Mr. Tough Guy.
Alright. Calm down, I'm not going to hit an old man.
Then why you still here? You want fortune read or not?
Okay.
$5.
It's all about the money here. Here, tell me my fortune.
Here your lucky numbers. Write down another repeat. Here go. 11, 17, 25, 93, 11, and 62.
And I love the between in there. 11 and like he's just making it up on the spot, right? That's great.
Your fortune?
Not again. I like the guy. He's funny. So let me see. Chinatown. It's empty, so we can go back now. Nah. I spy Barabbas. Gary wants you to find a spy Barabbas who was sent to Chinatown and disappeared. He also told your first stop should be to talk to Ming Zhao at the Golden Temple. So let's do that. Self-destructive war waged between the outer vampires to manipulate the lessers. This looks nice, even though the music isn't nice. Hello, lady.
Welcome, kindred. And thank you for respecting our traditions by announcing your presence in our domain. I am Ming Zhao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps?
No teas, thank you.
Ah, that is right. Your kind drinks solely of mortal blood, correct? No longer may you partake in the simple pleasures of the mortal realm. A shame.
I bet you already knew that, though. My kind? What exactly is your kind?
We are called the Kuei Jin, though you may know us as Eastern vampires. It is a grave misnomer, I can assure you.
Are you the leader of these Kuei Jin?
In a sense, yes. You may think of me as the Baron of Chinatown, to borrow from your course, Cainite language.
Are you descendant from Cain?
No,
That laugh.
we are not simply some exotic Cainite bloodline.
Yeah. Like, I think I've already mentioned this, but the Kuwait Jin, they're really different, and they don't have that biblical background like the Christian theme of guilt, that a man or a woman is kind of born with a sin that he inherited, like when Adam and Eve got cast out of paradise and such stuff. They just believe in a kind of the Kuwait Jin. They kind of believe in a sort of progress of bettering your inner self and advancing your inner spirit. And yeah, well, it's Asian philosophy of Buddhism and such things that shine through there, of course. But the Kuwait Jin are also, they kind of are played different in the pen and paper game. They have a little different the character sheet is a little different. They have, like, I think it's called Po, and it kind of represents their dark nature, but unlike the beast that troubles Western vampires, you actually can put points into this, and you also have and use it for disciplines, and you also have the duality, or whatever it's called, the yin yang thing between them, so you can have a tendency to one or to the other side, and that also influences the disciplines that you can choose, which are very different from well, not totally, but there are quite some different paths and disciplines, different from what you have in the normal vampires, normal in quotation marks, in the Western vampires with their disciplines. And for example, there's a discipline where you can like go Fantastic Four, like, what's the guy's name that has super long legs and can stretch everything? Mr. Fantastic, I think. I'm not sure. So you can do that, or remove your limbs and let them move on their own, and I don't know, create flames, ghost flames, and I guess I guess you can do that as a Tremere as well, but yeah, there are some things that overlap, but there are also completely different things. So it's quite complex, actually. There are quite different things in there. That, like, I'm not sure. I think 4, 5, 6 different clans, if you will, something like that, half a dozen. But anyway, let's continue here. But you are a vampire.
We are supernatural. That does not mean we are like yourself. We are beings returned
Right,
through
so
the second breath
breath.
for a purpose.
That's what they call the embrace. Or, well, there's also a thing that you have to kind of prove yourself to be worthy, to be considered one of them. Like, there's a ritual of proving yourself involved, and a lot of those are kind of like the Macavians fail on their way to become a Kuwait Jin, because like the Macavians, some of them just are too insane to function, and kind of like that, some of those Kuwait Jin, those who might be Kuwait Jin or want to become Kuwait Jin, cannot function on some level and are just too ghoulish and too beastly and have their dark side not under control, and those are usually not accepted. I don't know if they are slain instantly, but naturally there are problems involved there, right? Second breath.
The second breath, our rebirth into the supernatural form. It is a spiritual awakening, not some lowly blood ritual meant to spread a despicable curse.
A spiritual awakening, that's what it is. Keep it up and you get another spiritual awakening. But we are similar.
We share superficial similarities. Kuei-jin feed on essences that can be found in blood, yes. But as we refine our existence, rarely are we lowered to consume the bodily fluids of others.
Right, so they can drink blood, but as you have heard, she offered us tea. They are not really bound to that. Now, if I could only remember what it's called that they actually feed on. Yeah, I think it's called essence. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I think it is really connected to like sucking breath, actually. Well, I'm not sure. I don't want to say anything that I don't really know. How else are we similar?
Most of us are also banished from the realm of the sun. Although we suffer rot instead of burning,
Right.
the day's light is no more kind to our existence.
So as a mortal you can choose to become supernatural?
No, we do not choose, but events of our lives can awaken dark spiritual energies. We are not born of the whims of another as the kindred are.
So it has an aspect of fate. So why are some chosen to become supernatural?
The reasons are as numerous as the Kuei-jin themselves.
Unsolved
Each
things
is
in
reborn with
life.
a purpose that they must find. Once their path is evident, they must seek to fulfill it, even if it takes eternity.
Yeah, so this is also, I think, I'm really not very competent at those things, at those Eastern philosophies and religions, but I think it's also part of Hinduism, right? That the rebirth is a thing, that you have to fulfill a certain destiny, karma and such things, and you are reborn either in lower or higher form until you've fulfilled your destiny. It sounds as much of a curse as the embrace of Cain.
On the contrary, it is another chance for us to find our place in the universe, a chance for transcendence. We are not damned, not burdened with an ancient guilt, as in the legend of your biblical progenitor.
I am transcending out of this bullshit. Speaking of legends, have you heard of the Ankaran sarcophagus?
Of course. The entire city is alight with news
Look
of
how
its
she
arrival
moves.
and speculation about one of your ancient vampire grandfathers and his evil apocalyptic plot.
She moves her hands quite a lot when she talks, and she almost her torso, her body is almost like half facing away from us because she's dancing so much while she's talking. I take it you don't believe in that.
Kuei-jin do not share your history, nor do we share in your false prophecies.
False prophecies.
It all serves to distract the kindred. Such a distasteful existence you live, skulking in the shadows, fighting for scraps and fearing the return of your fictitious fathers, completely oblivious to your true purpose.
Do you know the true history of the kindred?
No, I do not. But with my help, you might find the path you were meant for. Instead, you stumble through the afterlife, a meaty remnant still clinging to the mortal rib.
A meaty remnant, huh? Alright. Yeah, she's kind of insulting us on a high level here, right? She's very calm and like very uptight, maybe. But she's also, there are some stings in there. Do you know where the sarcophagus is?
We seek it, of course. I have two of my best agents looking. It could be a powerful bargaining tool.
Who are these agents?
Let me just say that I do not encourage you to seek the Ankaran sarcophagus.
I have a few more questions.
What can I help you with?
I'm looking for a missing Nosferatu.
So, the great Nosferatu have lost an agent, have they? It was
Great.
not by my hand, if that's what they think.
That sounds ironic. Do you have any idea where he could be?
I don't know where he is. Perhaps you should speak with Wong Ho about this.
Who is Wong Ho?
Wong Ho owns the Red Dragon restaurant.
Who is
He's
this
a
Ho?
prominent businessman who has garnered much respect among his people. If something is amiss in Chinatown,
I'm
he
not
may
like
know
that.
how to help you.
Let's not insult people because of their names. Just kidding. Right. I have a few more questions.
What can I help you with?
I have some questions about the Kuei-jin, but I think we have already
There is
been
much kindred have to learn about our ways.
through all of it. I want to know about your relationship to humans.
Humans? What is it you would like to know?
How do the Kuei-jin interact with them? This is also interesting. The relationship between the Kuei-jin and humans is not as fearful as the human and Western vampire interaction is. They are more part of everyday life in the culture. I mean, as far as you think a demon vampire can be part of everyday life. They are generally a little more relaxed. I mean, of course, naturally not totally relaxed about it, but more accepting maybe. So how do the Kuei-jin interact with them?
In our homeland, man and supernatural live in uneasy harmony. Our mortals see spirituality in all things, and our existence is taken for granted. An open secret is the easiest to keep.
You do not hide your nature?
We do, in fact. Our purpose is to seek transcendence. Interfering in mortals' lives, or their interference in Kuei-jin unlives, detracts from this pursuit.
But you're priestess to the humans as well, aren't you?
My purpose touches many lives. Such is my path.
Like hungry shepherd to her flock, right? Or perhaps many lives serve your purpose. Now, let's stick with one. Yeah, like a hungry shepherd to her flock, right?
We Kuei-jin do not claim majesty over mortals as kindred do. Whether as bestial lords or shadowy puppet masters, you all delight in your superiority over naturally weaker creatures.
Weaker creatures?
I mean it in the most practical sense. Does the parent show the child contempt by protecting it? To help those weaker than oneself is a tenet of my order.
I see what you mean.
The mortals of our domain are blessedly humble, simple, and content to avoid supernatural attention, which is more than can be said for Western stock.
Stock, huh? What are you saying? Also now even our humans are inferior. So yeah, it's a lot about inferiority and transcendence on the other hand. You know, getting rid of all that material stuff that binds you and getting rid of, well, basically of the of need itself, of the need to want something. Stop wanting anything, basically. Become passionless. And that's also the vibe you're getting here, I guess. She's trying to be as less passionless as she can be, I guess. Maybe. I'm not sure. What are you saying?
Were we not all human at one point? It is not obvious, kindred, that mortality is not the end. Is it then not unreasonable to think that further existences lie beyond? That we are all simply transforming?
I can see your point.
This is what we seek, or at least as best as I can explain it to you.
You're really stuck up for that chick, aren't you? I have a few more questions.
What can I help you with?
Some questions about the Quidjin.
There is much kindred have to learn about our ways.
I have some questions about Quidjin society, maybe.
Yes?
Let's try this. Your condition doesn't sound so very different from my own.
On the contrary, it is another chance for us to find our place in the universe.
Yeah,
A chance for transcendence. We are not damned, not burdened with an ancient guilt, as in the legend of your biblical progenitor.
Sure. I have to go.
I grant you permission to operate in the Quajin domain. For now. May you find your path, kindred.
Thanks. So those doors here are locked. We cannot make some music for entertainment. Even though she's not so much into passion, her legs are quite showing. You know, the dress is quite revealing. That's what I'm trying to say here. And she looks at us with quite evil eyes. Also the makeup is interesting, right? The eyeliner there making her eyes look longer than they are, or wider rather. Interesting. Those here, by the way, are just some cans, if you're wondering. Well, who knows why they're there. Maybe the Kuwaitian really like to eat some canned meat. Who knows? Cutscene. Someone is too lazy to walk, obviously. Okay, what was that all about? Yeah, there are a lot of places to explore. Well, we will do just that, but not in this video, but in the next. See ya!